zone instantly. Mateo will be there. 4 people that will get the ace. He wins it. The knife is there. He's going to be going for the knife. What a disrespect.
Pixel going down. Another one though. Might fight to the soon.
He's taking the defuse! Not like this!
Go better. What's up? I come never.
Welcome sa inyong lahat. University Alliance Cup na nga para sa araw na ito. Siyempre, bago magsimula ang lahat, magpapakilala muna kami. Kami nga pala ang inyong magiging shoutcasters. My name is Taylor, and of course with me is Mochi. Unang bakbakan agad, Mochi, MGS Spades, and Pylon Esports Digorum.
Yes, and ramdam na ramdam ko na ang magiging hype para sa laban na to dahil kung masecure ba nila ito at manalo sila, then automatically they will be having the chance to go for the promotional stage lang naman for our Div A. And syempre, sino ba naman ang hindi magkakaroon ng interest doon? So once they got the best of 3 and they won that series, then automatically, matik. Kayang-kaya.
Exactly. Ito yung bracketing natin, no? So nakikita natin sa upper bracket, nag-aantay na dyan ng Excalibur IIT and also Apex Tamaraws. Para naman sa lower bracket na medyo madugo ang pinagdaanan ng mga teams natin dito. Specifically, of course, yung Pylon Diorum all the way doon sa lower bracket natin. And also, meron pa tayong laban mamaya, Exceed Crusaders. Ito yung may Taylor buff eh. Nakalaro ko na rin yung mga players neto. Pero uunahin muna natin for today is actually MGS Spades and Pylon Diorum na nasa taas ngayon. Ang dami nilang pinagdaanan from ADU and of course the other teams as well dito sa lower bracket. And of course, a double elimination para sa ating Division B. Now, we are looking at the camera o kaya yung mga nagwagwapuhang mukha ng ating MGS Spades from Mapua University Intramuros. Kapit-bahay ko to ah.
Uy,
Veteran ako dati.
pamilyar ba? Mukhang pamilyar ang mga pagbubuka. Yung mga nag-field study pa minsan na
Nakakasalubong ko sa 7-Eleven.
True. Kaya,
Ito, Pylon Esports Diorum. Mula sa PUP naman to, Mochi.
Yeah, and they're parang napaka-chill nga lang nila eh. Ibang ngiti-ngiti pa. Uy, ngiti ni Kuya, Kuyang nasa gitna, parang naka-vintage filter pa ang camera.
Man, lunch lang, ayan. Kaya kakatapos silang mag-lunch, kaya kumakain muna siya ng fruits, no? So, there goes the banana. At ito yung banana buff na tinatawag. Nung nagkakasa ko ng VCT, yung Hashira, kaya sila nananalo sa isang stage, nag-champion sa isang stage dahil sa banana buff.
Banana buff naman po pala ang kasagutan at mukhang makikita natin yan dito sa first match natin. And I'm really quite excited kung paano mangyayari dito considering na syempre hindi naman maiiwasan ang paboritong mapa na lahat, Ascent. And pangalawa dyan, ang Haven na choice naman ng MG Spades. And for our third map na kung umabot man sila doon, ASUS.
Icebox. Best of 3 pala to, no? Pati ako
Yes.
nagulat. Akala ko best of 1 pa din. So, Ascent, Haven, Icebox ang mga mapa na meron tayo. Breeze, Split ang binan nila dito. Understandable because of course, the latest meta we have is Breeze. Baka hindi pa nila napapractice ng sobra. On the other hand, Split naman is somewhat of a map na kung saan mabilis magbago o mag-shift yung mga momentums ng team natin. So, Ascent, like you said, mapa ng Pinoy and Haven as well. Mapa din ng Pinoy yan eh. So, with the triple site na meron tayo on Haven, maraming factors na marami tayong pwedeng i-consider ng mga composition, agent composition na meron. Pero, let's see kung same pa rin ba yung agent composition na pipiliin nila, kung magsistick pa rin sila kung ano yung comfort picks na tinatawag natin, or magbabago, magdadagdag sila, or adding some spice sa composition na meron ang agent nila. And as I want to see, I'm a big fan of an Astra pick, and we are seeing it right now with JD.
Yes, mukhang yun nga rin ang matutunghayan natin dito for the controller in this map ng Ascent. But at the same time, ako naman, ang tinitignan ko dito is either a Suva or a Jet, which is nakikita naman natin na dito because automatically, once a Jet dashes into a site, then Matic, it could give a lot of space for the other members to entry to. And that is really something that you want, especially Ascent is pretty straightforward naman nga talaga.
Oh, that's true. Mukhang 5-man jet ang meron
Uy.
para sa PUP, no? Gusto nila to, sige, ituloy nyo. Pero hindi nila malalock yan for sure. But
True.
MGS Spades, they pick the Killjoy, a good
Mhm.
sentinel to hold
Choose your
sights.
agent.
And knowing na yung mga kagaya ng mga mid, na pwede mo lagyan ng alarm bot and all that, pwede ka mag-microwave plays pagdating sa isang Killjoy to lock them in. And good post plant or retake na kayang gawin din ng isang Killjoy. Aside from that, are we seeing... Yeah, we are seeing a Sky pick. And it seems like it
Ooh.
is a mirror match.
Yeah.
Parang hindi nag-usap.
Yes. Parang hindi nag-usap.
Baliktad pala,
Hindi
parang
talaga
nag-usap.
Parang pinaplanuhan, rather.
Parang pinagplanuhan. Parang, kunwari sa outfit, no? Matchy-matchy outfit na nangyayari. Posible din pala pagdating sa Valorant.
True. Malay mo pareho pala sila naka-uniform, but at this point in time, parang hindi naman natin yun nakita. But this would be pretty interesting kasi considering that, ewan ko, hindi ko alam anong meron, pero recently, ang dami ko nakikitang mga mirror match. And nakaka-excite makita talaga kasi minsan nagkakatalo talaga sa kung ano yung pinagkaiba ng strategies nila, or minsan it's just the skill difference nga naman nga talaga na tinatawag, and the chemistry as well. But tignan natin paano mangyayari dito kasi mukhang maganda yung magiging bungad sa atin for first match ng day 5 ng Div 3 UAC Season 3 natin ngayon dito.
Oh, we are starting. Of course, magulat ka kung hindi magsisimula sa pistol round. Baka ibang bang-bang na yung pinapanood mo, man. Pag ganun yung nangyari.
Sim.
Diba? So, agad-agad with the goes on two agents for the side of Pylon Diorum, if I am not mistaken. As we look into it, they wanna take mid control. And makakasalubong nila dito si JD. Ang kagandahan ng isang Skypick, pwede ka maging aggressive. And that is exactly what they wanna do. They wanna take on mid, they take market, pero merong nag-aabang. That is JD. The pop smokes from the Astra comes out as well. Wala siyang makikita dito aside doon sa mga narikon as well. But one by one, MGS Space is actually getting killed.
Last player standing.
Yes, and that leads us to a 1v4 wherein paano yung gagawin ni Chief dito? 29 HP and a dream. Nako, wala. Bumagsak agad sa kamay ni JD.
Such a good hold from MGS Space despite the ano tawag dito? Yung pag full on force, the step on the gas pedal para sa Pylon Diorum to really take on mid and take market. Na-delay nila yung team ng Pylon Diorum. On the other hand then as well, they were able to secure those kills. So with that, they are gonna be able to buy this round. Ang pinagkaiba sa buy na meron sila, na usual na nakikita natin na Spectres lang, is that they have the Vandals as well. One Vandal, I mean.
Yes, Kumaleo has that Vandal on his hand that may be really deadly for the side of Pylon Diorum. Pero tignan natin, seems like they're going for that aggressive stance na getting the kill onto Shift na wala sa ating camera. But that is now 4v5 wherein madadagdagan pa ng isang casualty where Nan will be falling down to the hands of Kizu. And I think they'll be rotating just in a bit pero magkakaroon pa ng isa pang encounter dito, and that Vandal is being pretty handy sa side ni Kumaleo.
Hicks trying to get a pick on mid. They really want to take control of yung mid control natin na meron for PUP. Pero this is a 4v3 situation. Ang pinagkaiba rin dito is that they also have the guns for the side of MGS. What they can do is really play for picks from a far off angle dahil mas lamang yung sheriffs nila, especially kung tumatama talaga. Compared sa Spectre na we know it can burst down enemies. Yes, it has lots of bullets. It is an SMG. And with that even, lugi pa rin yung control, kumbaga, yung accuracy na meron ang isang Spectre sa malayuan.
Yeah. True, I agree. And at this point in time, holding the Spectre just really need to close up the gaps. Or at the same time, utilize that run and gun na pwede mong gawin dan. Pero sa nakikita natin dito, naging successful naman sila with the force buys that they have. And I think, nag-face bump pa. Yung isa nag-aakbang muna pa. But yeah, I think that would be another round para sa side ng MGS Space.
That's a 2-0. And with that close counters, close angles, alam ng MGS Spades that they should hold very controlled angles, no, na malapitan. Kasi nga, with the burst down from the Spectre, that is easily doable. So, wag na tayo sumilip. Alam natin na play for pick sila. Antayin na lang natin sila pumasok ng site dahil defenders naman tayo. But this is finally a buy round for the side of PUP. They really have to be careful with this Marshall pick-off na pwedeng gawin ng isang Jet. Lalo na kapag ang investment mo ay 3-9, tapos ganun-ganun ka lang ipapunish ng Marshall.
True. Like, it's just, kahit nasabihin mo ng Marshall is just a budget gun, then automatically pwedeng-pwede at kaya-kaya kang burahin sa mapa. But I guess there would be a pick-off dito sa ating mid-area wherein that Vandal would be super useful once again. And I think that will automatically be a -1 para sa side ng MGS Space. But at this point in time, seems like sa B site naman sila nakatuon. And in a matter of time, tingnan natin kung magiging successful sila sa pag-takeover nito, considering that they are now putting out the Seekers sa kamay ng Sky.
Seekers is out and marami nang nabulag. And Jet Patchy was able to secure 1 kill. May kasama ring Seekers sa sinasbayan ni Kizu. Meron siyang nakita sa Gedli and that is actually Zirenier. Kahit na nakoncuss siya or naging vulnerable siya, hindi niya pa rin nakuha yung kill na yon. Nagulat ata siya. 4v2 situation right now. MGS Spades, dalawa na lang ang meron sila. This is the Hawk out or yung guiding light na nilalabas to get some information or even get a blind para makatawid siya. But Disease was actually able to catch him off guard. They still have the Marshall. They can still get some pickups here and there. The only thing that they can do right now is make it expensive para sa PUP.
Yep, but I think that would not be the case considering na si Nan ay mahuhulog na lang basta-basta Kiki so at lalagapak sa sahig. But this is now a 2-1 and I think it's really good for the side of Pylon Bjorn kasi syempre it's a common pattern nga naman nga talaga. If the other side forced buy for the second round then at pagdating sa third round then they could have all the leverage that they have kasi full buy na yun eh. They have the full amount of arsenals that they need and as well as the advantage with the guns in their positioning considering that they're on the attacking side then. But let us see kung paano mangyayari dito as we are now approaching our fourth round.
There goes the guiding light, just trying to get information. Mayroon ding Aldron na kumukuha ng impormasyon on a site. And still, always and always, PUP, they want to take mid-control talaga. They want to get some pickoffs. They actually got one pickoff from this side a while ago. Now, with the Trailblazer coming out, mukhang this is gonna be a push for the side of Pylon Diorum. Kaso nga lang, mayroong nag-aabang na turret on the other hand.
Destroyed.
Yes, that is true. But that's the thing that you want to know when you're in an ascent map. Considering that the mid control is rampant pagdating sa mga attacker side and as well as the fact that the choke point natin is nasa tree area, still, pag nagawa nyo yun or na-push nyo siya ng maganda or aimed for the early pick-ups na talagang binabalak nila, then automatically it would be a major advantage for their side considering that they're touching two potential spots ng side ng mga defenders which is yung 3 and sa heaven area natin. So if ever they try to dive in and rush into that, then automatically it would be a good advantage. But at the same time, I think that would not be the case as they are rushing in onto our B site. Agad-agad Kumeleo in a really tough position and will be falling down to the hands of Pix.
Pix, seeing that pick off 5v4 rather. Now Jet Patchy nag-aabang sa sulok, may hawak na patalim, but he was only able to take one out. The 2-1 trade mula din sa side ng MGS Spades. 3v3 situation right now, nasa backside lang yung ibang players, pero this is the biggest flank of his life, pero it failed. Actually, with Zeez, the only man remaining on Boathouse, this is still doable for him because both of the players for MGS Spades is very low. Pylon Dioro may kasama pang exercise sa pagupo.
Wonderful tactical crouch, but what you have seen, a wonderful clutch din sa kamay ni Disease. And that is the thing then, just, ang ganda rin ang naging position ni Disease doon kasi they first thought that Shiv might already be there, but at the same time, he is dead. And he got a really good position na hindi din in-expect nila and that it brings them to sa ating scores and they will be forced side ng MGS Space, they'll be forced automatically for this eco round. And let us see if we will be having a thrifty na lumo dito sa ating round na this time.
Aldro, walang tao. Sa A-site, binigyan nila ng space and gusto nila sana dito i-retake. Paano ka nga lang makakapag-retake kung napin down na ang ibang members mo? Nag-stack ka sila sa B and all throughout. This is now a 4-man retake and they are just gonna push. Libreng-libre yung site, pero ngayon lang sila magpa-plant. So there's hindi naman ganun kalaki yung gap sa oras actually. This is still manageable. This is still doable. Knowing that 3 people are the only man remaining kumbaga para sa side ng Pylon Diorum. This lockdown from the Killjoy as well will help them out in this retake. The Seekers are out, pero nga lang, Jetpachi was able to secure the kill. Natamaan siya ng Seekers, takbo-takbo lang sa Gedli dahil bulag ka dyan. DC's is the only man remaining yet again. Akong cut na naman niya ang isang player trying to pinpoint kung nasan yung nagde-defuse ng spike, pero hindi niya na makukuha yung spray transfer na yan. The defuse from MGS Spades. What around, Mochi?
What around? And mukhang muntikan pa nga, no? Actually, they already have all the bad advantage that they could have knowing that they're not in the equal round, though, but at the same time, medyo nahirapan pa yung kabilang side na i-counter yon. And I really love the fact that they really focus on the fact na, oh, sige, mga eco round to. So, dapat try natin mag-rush sa B-site natin and they gained a lot of pick-offs sa ating mid area, which is undeniably a really good thing. But at the same time, it could have been better kasi medyo naging mahal yon on their part. But really good play pa rin from the side of MGS Spades.
Ganda na sana yung plano ng Pylon Diorum kung tutuusin, wala talagang tao completely sa A-side. They could have stayed, they could have comms na, oy guys, nandito na kami sa A, walang katao-tao, pwede na tayo mag-prepare para sa post-plan, pero gusto nilang i-take yung mid din as well. They always wanna take mid control. Ang problema doon, pwedeng mangyaring engagement, may mga mapipick off, lalo na kung ganun yung rotation ng MGS Spades, 4-man or 5-man stack sila on B-site, and then sabay-sabay sila mag-rotate para sa retake. Ang dami rin nilang utilities. Isama mo na yung Seekers na ang dami rin nahuli, pati yung Trailblazer.
Yes, and it just gave a humongous amount of information for the other side, and at the same time, they really utilized that fact, but I think something else will be utilized here as the Blazers is active in the hands of Jetpachi, would not be connecting onto Ziranier, and someone else will be getting the kills. Then the JD will be getting 3 consecutive kills at itatry i-trade ni Chevyon, getting 2 in the process, 5 HP and a Dream 1v3 situation. Paano mangyayari dito considering that the Shock Dart would be connecting to him, and that would bring us to a 4-2. Lamang pa rin ang MGS Spades.
Did they all just got debated by this Killjoy? Sumilip lang siya hindi natamaan ng blades kasi nga jump peak lang naman yung ginawa niya. Tapos nag-aabang sa market. Wala nang nag-check. Masyado silang busy tignan yung nandun din sa may city side, no? So, with that, na-shutdown agad yung naka-Blade Storm. Sumama pa yung pangalawa, pati yung pangatlo. And the Sova got 2 kills there. Kaso nga lang, naubos na sila na hindi naman dapat nangyari.
Totoo. But I think something else will be happening here considering that Jetpachi will be getting the kill to Nan early pick-ups indeed. And I think that would be a major advantage para sa side ng Pylon Diorum. Nakapasok na sila dito and the lockdown is now active for the side of the attackers. And tignan natin if Jetpachi would manage to get someone inside the smoke. Xenir would be seeing this encounter. Makikita, Jetpachi will be securing that kill. 3v5. And tignan natin kung kakayanin pa nga nilang i-retake ito dahil mukhang napakahirap na nilang gawin considering that all of the angles are now occupied and bantay sarado.
This is still doable. They still have the guiding light. Ang dami nilang utilities na pwedeng gamitin dito. And even with the Astra, kaya niya makapag-set ng stars. Ginamit na rin ng Pylon Diorum yung kanilang mga utilities. This is just 1 man remaining and that is Kumaleo. That is gonna go down in the hands of Disease. Napakainit ng Disease ngayon. Lagi na lang siya yung naiiwan at natitira at kayang makapag-clutch.
Totoo lang. It's Disease and Kumaleo who's standing up for their team. And wow, KDA 11-4-2. Grabe yung mga Sky na napaka-aggressive ang play. It's just really astounding that knowing that you're a controller, you can even be a duelist as well. Kasi maraming matatakot sa guiding light mo. Maraming aatras. In the moment that they see that there's the bird flying that's in the sky, then automatically they would be tempted to look away or get back. It's the common reflex that you have. And mukhang maganda ang nagiging utilization ni Disease knowing that fact and as well as the giving of information as well for the team, it's just a really good thing para sa side ng MGSPs.
Maduduwilis yung Sky eh. So, of course, with the guiding light, they can go aggressively. Ang bilis ng flash ng Sky. Like, you can use it two ways. 'Di ba? Usually, yung fina-flash lang natin and then makukuha mo yung information kasi sumisigaw siya ng blinding. O kaya naman, yung pangalawa, na pwede niyang gawing fake. Hindi niya
Yeah.
ipapop kasi pop flash to eh. Ikaw yung magkocontrol kung saan ba siya sasabog or kung sasabog ba siya at all. And some of the pro teams that we have, they use it to fake para lang tumalikod yung mga kalaban kasi nga iiwasan nila yung pag-pop ng flash na yun. So, ang daming pwedeng gawin. Creativity na lang ang problema ng mga teams na meron tayo dito. Kung meron sila nun, yung creativity to make some plays happen and also get the aim duels, yung mga engagement nila, then it would seem na talagang ikaw talaga yung magpa-pop off sa team.
Yes, I agree. But before we are still on our pause, pero shout out muna tayo dito sa ating partners at Logitech G. And if ikaw ay looking forward to supercharge your gaming setup, you can hashtag keep playing because of it. Then check out Logitech's amazing gaming gear at logitech.acadarena.com now. And if you're also looking to find some additional additions, sorry, redundant, for that bleeding edge hardware, some peripherals, accessories, all your gaming gear needs, do check out Logitech G so that you can hashtag keep playing. So, yun.
Dami-daming pwedeng gawin para sa mga teams na meron tayo dito. Meron pa tayo isang sponsor na di pa napapasalamatan. Syempre, this tournament is presented by ASUS Republic of Gamers, powered by the reigning king of gaming laptops, the ROG Zephyrus S17. Yung features yan, mamaya ako na i-mention dahil magsisimula na naman ang round.
Uy, yes, select tayo dito. 5v5 pa rin, none with the Blade Storm active and online. Let's see if he would manage to get someone with it because they're all trying to play safe here. And mukhang magkakaroon na encounter dito. Nan securing that head tap with that blade. Seeing another one by the link, but will be backing out of that 3 area. And let's see if makakaisa pa dito si Shiv. Kasi play safe talaga sila dito eh. -1 na for the side of Pylon Room. Medyo hesitant na tong mga to na mag-commit.
Pwede naman sila mag-play safe dahil of course, they are on the defender's side as well. And also, they have the trap set in. For example, in A site, kahit iwan mo yung Killjoy dyan, once na makadetekto yung turret niya, yung kanyang alarm bot, ng location ng enemies, mabilis na 4-man retake pwedeng gawin nila. At least isa lang yung magiging ally dito, no? And if he can stop some of the players of Pylon Diorum, then that's even better. You see, this is the Seekers out, the turret is in here, at hindi makakapasok agad yung kalaban. Mababawasan yung kanilang HP, pero on the other hand, 4 pa rin ang pwedeng mag-retake for the side of MGS Spades. Hindi masyado malaki yung casualties. 1-to-1 trade lang.
Planted.
And I think another one would be dying in the hands of Jetpachi. Nako pa, Jetpachi just doing something right now. But it's still 3v4. Kaya pa nila itong retake. Just go in with the... Actually, the Trailblazer is still active, but I guess that shot from Nan would not be connecting any of those days. Just now 1v3. And dami nangyari yung segment na yun. Hindi ko na nakita, but Chef will be securing the last kill and that will bring us equalized rounds. And napaka-crucial na to considering na napakalapit ng laban at Terror. Oh my gosh.
It was a difficult post-plant situation, knowing na may turret din, no? Even with the Blade Storm on the side of MG Spades, isi-smoke nila yon, magda-dash in siya, medyo nabasa na rin ng Pylon Diorum kung ano yung gagawin niya. And with all the utilities na meron, remember this is a mirror match, and all that utilities na meron ng Pylon Diorum, makakapitalize nila yun, lalo na kung maaga nilang nakuha yung site. Nilabanan yun eh, ng MGS Spades. And 4 silang nag-heaven, kung di ako nagkakamali, then nag-rotate na lang din yung ibang mga players natin. But heading into this next round, which is round 9, 4-4 ang ating score. Yung utilities, yung ating ultimate economy na meron for Pylon Diorum, meron silang Cosmic Divide, meron din silang Lockdown na pwedeng gamitin, and also the Hunter's Fury that they can use either for the post-plant or to actually open up the site.
Yes, I agree. But this now brings us to a 9th round na ng ating game. But I think someone else will be dying dito. Jetpachi once again getting that first early pick off onto our A side. And this is now something good for the side of Pylon Duarm so that
I
we
got
could
the spike.
commence or start to rush into any of the sites available. -1 na tayo sa ating A area. And I think they immediately disperse para sa side ng NGS space. But I think they're eyeing for the B side which is readily available.
You want to fight
Wala akong mga nanos wars or kahit anong utilities ng Killjoy dito. And the Cosmic Divide is now put out as well. So napavlaking
30
advantage nila
seconds
dito. And a really good chance for them to take over the whole site.
Excited na ako mag-inbox yung site dahil feeling ko magpa-pop din yung Astra ng kanyang sariling astral Cosmic Divide rather. But the Sucky comes in. Seekers o kaya naman Guiding Light. Tumimili si TG dito. Seekers out. No, di pa rin. Inaantay niya, sinasayang niya yung mga utilities sa kalaban. At ito na ang sinasabi ko dahil magiging box na ang buong site. Nawala na yung Cosmic Divide na nauna but this is the setup naman for the defenders as they take on the side. Pix was able to secure a kill. JD naman, 1-to-1 trade lang pero isa-isa bumagsak sa kamay ng Pylon Diorum ang MGS Spades with Jet Pashi securing 3 kills on that round.
Grabe naman yung round na yun for the Pachi. Just really game-changing for that round. Kasi considering that he got the early pick off by the A side and at the same time he just gave a lot dito sa ating B side when they decided to rush in. Then it's just a really good advantage for their side. But at the same time, I think once again the side of MGS Space will be forced into another eco round. But from what we're seeing, they're really good in these eco rounds. So let's see kung mamamanage ba nila ipanalo tong round na to and bring us to a 5-5 exchange. And kada equalization ng ating scores, it is automatically a reset. So let's see.
Salit-salitan lang yung dalawang teams na meron tayo. Biggest shoutouts pala sa lodi ko na si Miguel Lopez. Idol yan. Malakas yan mag-Valorant. Umuubos ng 10. Pati kakampi kasama.
Grabe! Bakit pati yung kakampi na?
Oh! Siyempre, 5. Kalaban lang yun. Pag 10, kasama yung kakampi.
Pati pala kakampi pinapatay, nakakatakot naman yun. Anyways, mukhang someone else ang namatay dito. It's already a -1 for the side of NGS Space. 4v5 tayo. And someone else will be dying once again in the hands of Shiv. Zeranir would be now removed from the map. And mukhang nagiging consistent sila dito sa palitan ng ating frags na 3v4. And actually really winnable pa rin sa side ng MGS Space. Well, let's see paano mangyayari dito as the spike is now been planted.
Sa situation na naman, dito laging nananalo ang Pylon Diorum. But Nan, with that shot from the Sheriff, he gets one. 3v2 situation, si Disease. Isa, dumadalawa. Gustong tumatlo, pero si Pix ang makakakuha ng kill na yan. Alam mo, Mochi, pagdating sa mga post-plan situation, laging nananalo ang Pylon Diorum. Mapa-buy round man o mapa-save, kumbaga, para sa mga teams na meron tayo. So I really think MGS Spades, pag natapatan nila na before pa makapag-plant o kaya ma-delay nila ng sobra yung Pylon Diorum, there's a bigger chance na sila yung makakakuha ng mga rounds na meron tayo.
Yes, I really agree. And I think MGS Space should really capitalize on the fact that they could get the early pick-off as well. Kasi considering that you're on the defender side, it will be really easier for you to get potential angles kung saan manggagaling or saan sisilip yung mga members ng attacker side. And sayang, I think it's just the fact that they're really playing safe. But at the same time, mukhang yun na nga, magiging evident dito. Yun, and JD will be securing the first frag for this round. That is now 4v5. Ang advantage to para sa side ng MGS Space, and it's up to Pylon Diorum if they would be able to trade that.
5v4. I mean, this is a start para sa side ng MGS Spades. That first pick-off dahil 4 na lang natitira sa kanila at ang nawala pa sa kanila dito is actually yung kanilang duelist. So without that Jet, they should plan out how they can entry on a site. They can use the Astra, of course, for the smokes. And naka-sky kung paano at kailan sila papasok. Dahil kapag pasok ng Guiding Light, sure ako kasunod na yung teammates na yan. Una siguro, I would say there would be an Aldrol or a Recon if it's available. And then there goes the flash and the smokes coming in. Yung Killjoy, magsa-setup lang yan para sa post-plant. Tsaka lurk.
30 seconds left.
Yes,
Hello,
I agree.
what?
Spike down.
Hello and goodbye kay Fix. Zeranir will be securing that kill and will be trying to go through our mid area, but at the same time, JD would be there preying upon them and pulling off that 4-kill streak para sa ating
Last
11th
round
round, and
in
that
the
would be a
half.
flawless round para sa side ng MDS Spades. JD, grabe naman yung Astra mo.
Wasa ka ng pangarap sa market eh.
Mhm.
Ang mahirap dito rin kasi once the Jet Patchy is down actually, yung potential ng team ng Pylon Diorum, even on the other side kung sila yung magiging attackers mamaya, yung potential nila to actually go in, yung confidence nila to push in dahil dun sa mga dash ng Jet, pati yung kanyang mga smoke na depende sa nangyayari, yung ginagawa, mawawala eh. Kaya nahihirapan sila. Now, Jet Patchy, he has the Blade Storms again, but Shiv was able to take 1 kill already for the side of MGS Spades.
Ang bilis na mga pangyayari dito. Wala pa man din ang ating 1 minute mark, then meron na agad na nabura sa mapa. This now a 4v5, and syempre major advantage siya ng side ng Pylon Diorum. And like what you've said, once that they get to the post-plan situation, then automatically it would be a really good thing for them, considering that they really play good in that kind of setup. But I think mukhang direkta na sila dito as the guiding light has been put out. Then Tachi rushing in with the cloud burst as well, securing all the angles na kaya ang niyang tignan. And Kumile will be getting some damage from that encounter. JD though will be going for that aggressive stance, -1, but Kumile will be falling down as well, and that now brings us to a 3v4.
3v3 even dahil si Zerinier nakakuha na rin siya ng kill dito. This is also the lockdown. Susubukan niya lang i-half end. Siyempre, bibitawan niya yan para patayin ulit yung iba na mga kalaban. Now, secured that kill dahil dun sa Cosmic Divide. Mahihirapan eh. Kumuha ng angle. Hindi na sila yung makakasilip-silip lang basta-basta. And it is all because of that Cosmic Divide on A main. Nung nasecure nila yung site na wala nang nasa hell, napatay na nila, wala na rin nag-aabang doon. It was just easy peasy.
Yeah, and they really caught, they've been caught off guard then, no, by Kizu. Kasi Kizu is just lurking by the hell area, and they didn't even found them. And I think that gave them the shock factor na, oh my gosh, meron pala dito. And at the same time, they became really disoriented then na there's already a lot of people coming from all the areas with the triangle positions na ginawa ng MDS Space that time. And I think, once again, reset na naman tayo. 6-6 sa ating score. Napaka-close ng match na ito. What a way to start the first match of this day.
Hey, lagyan ka pa naman ng Cosmic Divide. Hindi naman tatagos yung bullets na meron ka dun eh. Pero ito na yung dash in para sa switch. The kill mula kay Pix. 1 pick. He goes for the second. It's not gonna connect. JD gets it instead.
And that is now 4v4. Full equalized. Spike being planted. They're trying to destroy that bomb door. But at the same time, I think that would be giving a lot of information for the other side. Zernier just trying to chill by the main area. Tignan natin kung merong plan, pero wala naman. But at the same time, mukhang magpupush na sila dito. And I think they have really good idea that someone is here and they'll be catching him apart. Oh, that transfer though from JD. At least that connect, that is a good trade. 2v3. Let's see if the guiding light would be seeing a lot of people. And the reconnaissance bot as well. And that would be a 2v2.
One enemy remaining.
Uy!
Nag-reload si Kuya mo, TG.
Oh no!
I'm a big fan of the Sky having the heal on pistol rounds like this.
Yeah.
Dahil yung mga times na bawas-bawas lang yung mga kakampi mo, pwede mong ulit i-heal up eh. Parang mahirap yun pagdating sa mga pistol rounds. But also, kung hindi siya kailangan mag-reload doon, eh, posible sana na makuha nila. It was just a matter of timing, kumbaga, para sa mga teams. Kasi kung titignan natin, all the Sky had for MGS a while ago, they had all the utilities eh. May Trailblazer sila, binili yung healing, binili din yung guiding light. So walang armor at all, at talagang classic lang. Talagang support kung support yung gustong gawin sana. Kaso nga lang, it's not enough. Dahil nga, ang bilis din gumalaw nung Pilot Diorum. Doon sila nalulugi.
Yeah, and I really like how Pylon Diorum is behaving at this point in time, no? Kasi at the same time, kahit nasabihin mo na safe sila gumalaw, they're still really sleek and sneaky pagdating sa kanilang mga hanash sa buhay. But at the same time, I think that Pachi will be going for that aggressive stance, trying to securing one, securing two. Chef will be getting that shot right kill as well. And the right flank would be connecting to the rating. She will be securing 4 kills at that round. Grabe naman yun. Flawless nga naman.
Grabe ka naman, Jet Pachi. Gusto mo atang unahan agad yung score dito ni JD. Si JD galit na galit din naman kasi. Yung shock dart, saktong-sakto talaga. Yung guiding light, sabay-sabay nag-line up ang mga players ng MGS Spades doon. Buo agad yung Blade Storm. Jet Pachi.
Matik ready agad oh. Yung second round pa
Laban na to. Hindi niya gagamitin this round yan. Gagamitin niya yan pag sa eco na nila kung matalo man sila sa round na to.
True. Pero I think napakaganda ng naging ano nila doon. Yung naging stance nila at that area. Like the aggressiveness, it's really just remarkable. But at the same time, I think TG will be getting the kill out of the disease. This now a 4v5. And paano ay mangyayari dito considering that is now a weak spot for the side of Pylon Draw Room, the 3 area, but Jet Patchy is still occupying that, and there is a really good chance for him to get any potential pick, but it's been spotted out by the Owl Boom. He'll be backing out of that area as the Saki is already there and has been turned into a smoke.
Kung si Jet Patchy na jet ng Pylon Diorum, ang nahihirapan naman dito is si Nan, ang jet naman ng MGS Spades. 5'10 ang kanyang KDA kung hindi ako nagkakamali. Nan, namatay na naman siya sa kamay ni Kizu. Si Astral Form sa harapan mismo ng kalaban, sa Gedli lang. Oh. Basta, bahala na si Jet Patchy sa buhay ko. Siya na ang bahala. The Shock Dart, mabilisang mamba out lang.
30
Yes,
seconds
and this
left.
is now a potential rotate dito sa ating B area, okay? Pero ang expect natin hawak ni JD, they'll be backing out of that area and they'll be seeing the B side which is completely clear right now. Walang tumatambay, walang nakatago sa shed, walang nakalagay sa boat house. And at the same time, 10 seconds on the clock, would they be able to plant
10
this back?
seconds
Mukhang
left.
hindi na, oh no! Mawawalan na ba sila ng oras dito? And I think they'll just try to go for the
Last player
potential
standing.
kills. Yet Patchy secured 1 and Kizo as well, and that now brings us to a 1v3, and JD will just be saving that Vandal and
enemy
getting
remaining.
1, and the process getting 2 pala, rather, wow.
Make it expensive as much as you can dahil masyado nang na-late si kuya mo para makapag-plant pa ng spike. And now we are seeing the very, very nice score of 6-9.
Noise. It's always the 6-9 score. It's already a rule of thumb to say noise with that score. But at the same time, sa nakita natin dito, Jet Patchy, gustong humabol sa KDA ni JD. Like, you know what, man? Ako din, may ibang ibubuga. So, they're just proving it right here, right now. But at the same time, kapag naman natin nila binabalak. And I think this would be something direct. Oh no, that shot will not be connecting and Jet Patchy will be backing out from that 3 area.
Kailangan niya mag-reposition after that op shot dahil hindi nga siya nakakuha. There are 2 types of jet players. O kaya operator players. Yung mga nagpipeak, tapos mamba out na agad. O kaya naman yung mga nagpipeak, tapos magre-repeak ulit. At si Jet Patchy, hindi siya yung pangalawa. Repositioning himself can get him an advantage kung saan hindi na naman siya mahuhulaan kung nasan ba yung mga kalaban niya. And now, or rather, di siya mahuhulaan kung nasan siya. Baliktad pala.
Yes, I agree. But this is we getting a kill to 0 there and another one onto 9, 3, 5, and they're now all stacked up by our main area. And ito na nga ang sinasabi natin, once na mawala ang jet ng team, then automatically it will be a difficult time for them to do so. Disease will be getting that really wonderful kill onto TG as well. So will be traded by JD, but I guess he's will be securing the last frag. And Pylon Draw Room just really have the good momentum right now.
Isa sa mga problema din nila dito is, like you said, and we keep saying a while ago, nung kanina, nung side ng Pylon Diorum, kapag nawawala si Jet Patchy, nahihirapan sila makapag-entry dahil nga nawawala yung taga-create ng space, which is yung duelist natin. On the side of MGS Spades, if si Nan hindi siya nananalo sa kahit anong aim duel na makatapat niya sa mga players ng Pylon Diorum, mahirapan talaga sila. Instant shutdown agad for him. What I can say, if he cannot hit the shots right now, what he can do is actually make space using his utilities. Just make use of your utilities and gawin mo yung trabaho mo to make space for your teammates and not get picked off in another place.
Here.
Yes, kasi napakahirap nga naman nga talaga na attempt to go and duel someone, pero at the same time, knowing that yourself na hindi mo ma-manage na kumuha ng akit at least isa, then at least it's much better to give space na lang, since that's what dueling sport. It's not just for frags, it's also for giving space for your teammates. But I think Jetpashi will be securing 1 kill onto that encounter. Nakakalitaw pa lang sa tabi ng Cosmic Divide natin. Then automatically will already be a -1. Pero mukhang he will be dying under the hands of Nan, will be traded as well. Naku po, the chase here now happening. Is this now 2v2 between the two sides? And I think this will be a difficult time for them, considering na the Cosmic Dive is active, and that will be around for the side of MGS Spades.
Medyo nahihirapan yung MGS Spades, no? But they still are trying to come back much stronger. With JD, of course, being really on point with the shots. Kasi kahit hindi naman, kunwari, nakakapag-perform kahit papaano. And because JD is also the smoker, the controller, siya yung may control sa mapa. Alam niya kung saan siya or ano yung mabubuelo niya na lagyan ng gravity well o kaya ng concuss or lagyan ng pop smoke. Kaya siya nakakagalaw at kumukuha rin ng maraming kills dito dahil nakakapag-control siya ng mapa. This is Kizu na gustong forward, pero this Aldro will not allow him to. JD gets a kill. There is Rainier to get another one, but Kizu hindi pa siya tapos dito. Trabaho lang kung trabaho. The triple kill comes in. He wants to go for the fourth. This is Styles at mukhang magkakaroon ng recon na magagamit. Pero sisilip ba? Sisilip ba? Shiv, hindi na kailangan sumilip dahil nandyan na yung shock dart connecting to him.
Grabe, Shiv! With those shock darts on point, I'm really a simp for those shock darts na nagko-connect na hindi mo alam kung saan galing, that comes out from nowhere, that automatically it will be securing a kill. It's just really awesome. But at the same time, I really love the stance of Kizu by the mid area. Like, una pa lang, alam mo na, binabalak niya maging aggressive. And he tried to back out, considering that the Aldron is there, but sayang, hindi nila na-utilize na, yes, they spotted him already, but at the same time, someone is guarding Kizu, which is Disease, and at the same time, they just go for the aggressive stance talaga despite backing out. Sige, litaw ulit tayo, and secured 3 or even 4 consecutive kills at that air camp. Meron ibang masisecure dito as Nan will be falling down at mukhang magkakaroon nila diretso dito. Jetpachi will be securing 2v3, and they'll be falling down in the hands of Zironier with the classic kill as well.
Si Zironier, taga-kuha ng barel, taga-tapon din pabalik. Para lang hindi na kailangan sumilip ng ibang players. Tinapon niya pero walang kubuha. Ayaw ata. Pero dalawa na lang silang natitira eh. So, with the utilities that they have, this is quite difficult to take. Meron silang seekers na pwedeng gamitin. Pero, the other hand, Pylon Diorum has the smokes. Lahat nung player na kayang makakuha ng info maliban sa Killjoy, buhay pa dito. Andyan yung Sky, andyan din yung Sova.
But let's see, as the guiding light would not be spotting anyone at that situation. Mukhang kinulang ng buwelo or lipad tong guiding light na to. This is still a 2v3.
30 seconds left.
They're really playing this safe.
I've got your trail.
Kung paano mag-shock dart si Shiv. Average Shiv eh.
One enemy
Ha!
remaining.
Dalawang concuss yun ah!
Spike down.
Kizu to take on a kill. MGS stuck in a position right now. Nandito lang sa B main. And gaya ng sabi ko, parang deja vu lang. Shiv, average Shiv. Lahat na kung may average Jonas, ito ang average Jomar. Alam mo yun? Ganun.
Average Jomar nga kasi sa nakita pa lang natin. Grabe talaga yung mga shockdars niya, no? Rektang-rekta agad sa pagpatay. Hindi ko may imagine.
Calculated. Geometry.
Calculated talaga. This kid is taking all the mathematics classes that he could para lang ma-play off yung mga shockdars, and then as well as the reconnaissance ball, they're always on point and really good in taking all the information that the team would need. At this point in time, if an operator is online for the side of Pylon Jorum, for the side, Pylon Jorum, and this might be really critical. But at the same time, let's see paano mangyayari dito as they're now all looking forward to push through the mid.
Mid control din ang nais ng MGS Spades. And they are actually doing it with an opening kill from Nan right there. This is what they need exactly. Kung hindi gumagana ang B main take nila, pupunta sila sa mid at kukunin ang market. The lockdown is being placed in. Alam na nila ang posisyon at kailangan ingatan ni Pix tong lockdown na to dahil sisirain lang yan once na mapatay siya. And that is it para sa final yun. Dalawang players na lang ang natitira. 4v2 situation at gawin mo ng 4v1.
Spike planted.
I think, uy, this is, umisa pa. Would he manage to get 2 though, or even 3? But, let's see kung nangyari dito. Will he up against this flavor? But hindi na. AcadArena will be getting the last kill. Match point one.
Oh, pumapag-asa pa. Pumapag-asa pa. Ang mga players natin sa MGS Spades, na-realize nila na, di gana yung yung B main natin di rin gana yung A main natin. Mid na lang kaya. Ang mahirap dito. Wala, okay. Walang pang operator. Iniisip ko kasi na parang, pag nagkaroon ng operator si Jetpatchy, kung gaano siya kainit ngayon, insta-shutdown agad. Pero, thankfully for the side of MGS Spades, walang pera. O sakto lang yung pera na meron ng Pylon Jorum right now.
Kanina actually meron, pero hindi rin nila yung nagamit ng gusto. Kasi nga, the MGS Space decided to go for the rush din. So, iba ang tinambayan ng operist natin. But I think the attacker kill trace lockdown would now be at play, but would be faking that lockdown too. Would be rotating onto our mid area, aiming for the 2.5 the 3s. And I think they'll be seeing 3 members na mag-aabang sa kanila. They're just waiting for them to get out of the smoke, but here they will be getting the kill ship as well with the shock dart na naman. Ako, Zira here trying to go for the trade. Ako po, Jetpatchy, nakakuha pa ng dalawa. This brings us now to a 1-2, pero still, grabe itong si Jetpatchy. Pylon Jorum ang nanaeg para sa ating first match, and congratulations for securing that for the whole duration of this series.
Alam mo, hindi ko na rin alam kung yung lahat ng kills ba ni Shiv galing sa shock dart. Kasi every time merong round, meron siyang nakukuhang kill o pick off from those shock darts Calculated, kumbaga sa physics, alam na alam niya yung calculation kung saan babagsak yung mga shock darts niya. What goes up must come down, sabi niya dito.
Totoo. And grabe lang talaga. Ang gaganda lagi ng pwesto niya, like kung habang nagkakaroon ng gulo in a specific area, it's always him to goes behind, goes behind and at least try to take someone down with the utilities that he has. Considering that he's a Sova, then automatically it will be really useful as well. Like, kung ano nakikita natin dito sa replace natin. And I really want to commend the Astra din, for the side of Pylon Jorum, kasi galing din maglagay ng utilities for the other side naman ng MGS Space. Yung Astra naman nila is always, kahit na controller siya, yung controller din siya ng frags. Kasi siya lagi yung nangingibabaw But at the same time, I really love the fact that Jetpatchy just popped all the whole duration as well as the Astra nga noong MGS Space. And that is actually a GG well played for both sides of the team. Actually, di ba nung una, malapit-lapit yung scores?
Yeah,
Pero,
actually pantay nga At some certain point, pantay pa yung scoreline kanina. Kaso nga lang when the shift happened, especially nung naging attackers yung MGS Spades, like we said, ang trabaho kasi, lalo na kapag naka-isang duelist composition ka lang, ang trabaho ng isang duelist is to actually open up space for your teammates. Kaso nga lang, Nan is always getting punished immediately ng mga players ng Pylon Jorum. So, hindi niya na nagagawa yung space na yon. Kailangan gumawa ng sariling space ng MGS Spades. And of course, with the agent composition they have, it is quite possible. Kaso nga lang, wala pa rin yung factor ng bigla. Alam mo yun? Nung push, bigla, close the switch, close the door, and then yung mga smoke na pwede mong galawin or gamitin, depende sa paano gumalaw yung mga kalaban din as well. Reactive playing, wala doon.
It's always a gamble nga din. Like, automatically, pag -1 yung duelist mo pa, napakahirap mag-entry ng side. But still, GG, WP for both sides of the teams, and we'll be heading on to our second match.
Diretso na to.
Yeah, dire-diretso na ba to?
Oo, di mo nabalitaan, no? Wala nang break.
Hindi ko nabalitaan.
Start na agad.
Yan ang gusto ko.
Wala nang break. Diretso na to. Laban na to para sa Haven dahil ang susunod na mapa ay pinili naman actually ng MGS Spades, no? So, anong chamba-chamba sabi dito ng ng Pylon Esports de Oro? Anong chamba? Walang chamba-chamba, ha? Titignan natin kung makukuha nila tong second map or make it a 2-0 o kaya naman ma-reverse sweep kaya ng MGS Spades.
Actually, it's always the reverse sweep games talaga yung tumatatak sa mga tao. But let's see if they'll be able to play that off. Considering that Haven is just a well-balanced map, but at the same time, kung ano man, it's just all about the aggressiveness talaga eh. And taking up all the spaces that you can and lurking, good lurk as well, is a key point para sa isang Haven map. And I think that is something that we're about to see, considering that the people, the agents or that they picked here consists double initiator setup for the Python Diorum Esports,
Select
and
your agent.
as well as we have the Killjoy and the Omen as well.
Ayaw mag-lap. Dodge ata. Dodge.
Nako, ayaw mag-dodge. Nag-iisip pa
Dodge.
ata.
Ayaw nila ng mapa. Dodge daw. Dodge. Hindi.
Okay.
Looking at it, si Shiv. Mainit to ngayon mag-shock dart. Shock dart. And in a map like Haven, napaka-importante niyan. Ang daming lineups na pwedeng gawin ng isang Sova dito. They can also prevent yung plant na kayang gawin din ng MGS Spades. But head-to-head muna tayo. Dahil dito on the left side, on the blue side, Pylon Diorum na naka-jersey. On the right side, with the barong, MGS Spades.
Grabe naman po yung pabarong. Although tapos na yung ating buwan ng wika, September na. Still, napaka-sleek pa rin ang look ni Kuya. But, I think this will be pretty interesting. Kasi considering that we see a double initiator setup for the side of Pylon Diorum, it would be really beneficial for them to go in and just, scar for all the information that they need, considering na madaling mag-penetrate ng isang site dito sa Haven map, then they could utilize that. And considering Jet Patchy is still the Jet, I guess they wouldn't have any problem for that. But at the same time, NGS Spades has that Omen, but that Omen can also be a game changer, assisted with the two duelists. Actually, mukhang tiba-tiba sila for both sides. Mukhang medyo balance ang ating picks ngayon.
Detect agad. Si TG, matapang. Na-detect na. Gusto pang lumaban. Kinuha yung orb. Mukhang igiba ng orb ang mangyayari dito.
It's always the upper hand when it comes to having all the ultimates that you need then. Kasi this is a 3-site map. But that Aldrin will be spotting out Jetpachi on behind the Radiant boxes. We have taken them rotating in a bit where Asha Kizo is the only one in here. They already have full control of the site, and this might be the round for them.
They don't have the Astra anymore, so they can play around with those smokes. On the other hand, this is the plan para sa side ng MGS Spades. They take complete control of C and prepare for that post plant. Even itong garage, they take control of that. But this recon will actually detect Jet Patchy. Habang busy siya, i-shut down sana. They will push in. Now MGS is actually taking kills after kills. Dalawa na lang natitira for Pylon Diorum, and that is Disease, who's hitting his shots right now. He gets 2K, but he gets shut down as well. JD to secure and finish the round, making this a 1-0.
Okay, good start for MGS Spades, knowing that they have the, alam mo yun, talagang sa kinuha yung orb, sige, ipilit mo lang, no? But at the same time, it's really good knowing na naramdaman nila that there's someone at A, at the same time, try to go all the way back sa ating C-site, which is readily available for them, and si Astra na nandun na pagkakita na lang ni Astra sa long area, siguro, it's just, alam mo yun, wow, ang daming tao. Parang bigla na lang din siyang namatay, and I guess that is still a secured round for the side of NGS Space. And some of them would be buying Spectres, some of them would be retaining their pistols.
Mainit ang comment section.
Uy.
Parang mas masarap ikas yung comment section kaysa sa game. Solo cast mo na lang to, Mochi. Ako muna bahala sa comment section.
Sa comment section.
Nanonood si Jerbainium. Idol ko din yan.
Uy, hi Jer.
Umuubos din ng 10.
Grabe naman po. Actually, nasa tournament ngayon eh. Ewan ko ba't nagko-comment.
Commentator kasi yan. Player na commentator pa.
2-in-1 pala. Ito si Jermaine. Hello. What's up?
Nag-ano na dito actually, no? Kanina si Nanyo naka-jet. Ngayon, they're doing for the dual duelist. Double duelist setup para sa agent composition na meron sila. And I think Nan on the Reyna, knowing na kanina pa siya napapunish no, during game number 1, yung hindi siya nananalo sa aim duels, he can get some kills in, but hindi kagaya ng kasing init ni Jet Patchy talaga na crazy Jet with the letter K, mga ganon. Eh, with the Reyna, pwede ka makapatay, tas maghugas ka lang ng kamay, babalik ka na naman, aalis ka na lang, magdi-dismiss ka, o kaya naman makakakuha ka ulit ng buhay. So, more chances of winning. Parang ganon, diba? More entries, more chances of winning.
Actually, natawa ko din sila maghuhugas ng kami kasi kami naman ang tawag namin doon stretching. But someone else will be on the stretch here as Jet Patchy will be falling down. Darahan sa Kumalea, nagkaroon na nga ng mga tuloy-tuloy ng mga practice dito. This now a 3v3 situation with the specters and put down din ng ating side ng MJ Space. JD, onto this corner. Trying to look for anyone who's going to be getting out of that area. But Disease knows what's up. Alam niya na nandun si Omen and I think hindi pala, as JD will be securing that kill, but this is still a 2v3 and so nakita natin dito, she was struggling
Yan na naman!
those shots from that
Akala ko shock dart.
and nako, yung shock dart hindi kumonekta, inflicted some damage but would not be enough to take down both of the members na si JD and this Killjoy. I think
Akala
that is now
ko shock dart eh. Recon lang pala.
same. Yeah,
Ang ganda na ng trigger discipline ni Kizu doon. Kaso nga lang, hindi tumama, men eh. Okay lang, try again next time. NT. Nice try. Trigger discipline, nakapasok yung isa, tapos yung nasa likod. Dalawa yung nakikita niya doon, walang sumisilip sa corner niya. Kaso nga lang, sayang hindi nag-connect yung shots. But that is okay. Ang daming namatay para sa isang bonus round on the side of MGS Spades doon. Dalawa rin yung naging casualties.
Yep, I agree. And I think dito tayo sa ating third round. This will be a fold by para sa side mo pa rin draw room. And this might be something that they could feed on of. But I guess mukhang yun na nga ang case. Senji will be falling down the hands of picks in this now a 4v5 wherein they're still anchoring their potential areas, which is something that you want in a Haven map as well to prevent lurks.
May nag-comment na.
Oy!
Sabi, di naman daw mainit si Jet Patchy eh, chamba lang.
Oy!
Sino
Nako!
ba nagsasabing chamba lang? Turo nyo.
Turo niya.
Gumagawa ng drama eh, no? Relax lang kayo, guys. Turo nyo. Sino nagsabing chamba? Sino nagsabing chamba?
Nako po! May naghahapay!
Alam nyo naman, pag seryosong usapan lang kasi, pag seryosong Valorant lang, mga 100 plus viewers, 200. Pag may away, 500 na ganyan. Kaya, sige.
One enemy remaining.
Oh,
30
what?
seconds
4K
left.
from Pix right
Spike
there.
down
He
A.
wants to go for an ace. Nag-line up sunod-sunod ng mga players na MGS Space. Hindi nga lang matatapos yung ace na yan dahil hugas kamay lang. 11 HP para sa kanya. Kailangan niya umatras para makapag-reload. Mahirap to. Kailangan niya makakuha ng isa pang pick-off para makapag-heal up siya. Kaso sabay-sabay magpipick to. At saka wala yung spike sa kanya. It's just a matter of time before he goes out. But he takes Shiv with him.
At least nakuha ng isa. At least made it a bit more expensive for the side of Pylon Dorm. Pero habang nagtitsikahan tayo at mukhang yung attention natin nasa comment section, then this would be a really good replay for us, no? Okay, JD started with that paranoia and at the same time, Pix just really running through the rest of the members na parang kumbaga nakapila sila, sir. Nakapila sila patungo kamatayan and that is what we have witnessed just now. And Pix just really popped off in that situation. Grabe.
Chamba lang daw yung 4K eh.
Uy, crazy Chamba 4K.
Grabe, Pix. Lakas mo chumamba.
Pero Chamba naman po pala ang mga nangyayari dito. Is it all by chance or is it calculated and planned? Sige, let's
Wala,
see.
chamba lang to lahat. Guni-guni lang natin to para makalimutan natin na may cast pa ako mamaya.
Ay,
So, madaling araw.
Madaling araw pa! Oh my gosh, you really need to rest. Drill deserve rest after this. But I guess the spike has now been put out sa ating C-site. And let's see kung paano mangyayari dito. Considering na kompleto pang lahat. Wala pang gas-gas, wala pang kalmot, but I guess something else would be happening here because meron nang sinakbal dito tong si JD. This now 4v5 but he will be traded out by Shiv as well. And I think mukhang ang mangyayari dito ay mag-long play na lang sila.
Oh, shock darts here and there. Zirenier was able to take 2 with him. TG naman ang sumunod para sa susunod na kill. This is the recon being shot down by Shiv. Then, but he wants to take more kills in. Wala siyang magawa dahil syempre kailangan niya muna mapatay lahat nung nasa silong. Dahil ready sila for the post-plan situation. Masyadong madami, masyadong overwhelming yung bullets na dumadapo doon sa katawan ng Pylon Diorum. 3-1 is the score. They go for an eco yet again in this round.
Yep, I agree. And sometimes, you know, the ego rounds just does wonders then. Like, considering the crispy shots from the sheriff then, like, yung kayang-kaya mong, ano yun, alam mo yun, parang crispy fried chicken na hindi ko nasasabihin yung brand dahil hindi naman tayo sponsored nun. It's just really satisfying to see as well. But, I guess TG will be having the Blade Storms in his hand already online and they'll be pushing it just in the back. They'll be spotted out by the reconnaissance. Bob will not be getting anyone in the process. TG will be securing that kill for V5 and they're now going to secure the whole site onto their hands.
Here is the Blade Storm from TG. Meron mo siyang makukuhang kills mula dito sa Blade Storm na to. 5 pa ang pwede niyang patayin. At baka tsamba yun. Pero, that is the pickup mula kay Jet Patchy on that sheriff shot on Chamba yun. Tingnan natin kung makakachamba pa siya ng isa as JD secures 1 kill towards the Seas. 4v2 situation right now. Time is ticking, Mochi.
And I guess what we're seeing here, TG still getting the second frag at this round. Jet Patchy would be the only one remaining here with be capable of going for that retake. But at the same time, TG, nako, mukhang nachambahan tong si Jet Patchy, pulling up the 3 kill streak at this round.
Mainit si MGS ngayon. Daming kills. Ito na yung pantay-pantay na mga kills na meron tayo mula kay Zirenier, JDTG. Sila yung ano dito nagsashine ng mga players sa MGS Spades since game number 1 na meron tayo. On the other hand, Pylon Diorum, yung mga hold kanina, kagaya ng mga hold ni Pix, that still can happen. Yung mga ganong mistakes from MGS Space, yung sunod-sunod sila lalabas and also yung mga nagla-line up sila na ang bilis lang ma-spray down ng mga kagayang player na kagaya ni Pix. Mahirap yun So, maraming posibleng mangyari sa mga rounds na meron tayo. Knowing na syempre, pagdating sa attacker side, kapag nakakuha ka ng isang kill, kahit isang kill on the side of Pylon Diorum, parang domino effect yan Kailangan nilang mag-adjust para mahawakan yung mga sites na meron tayo. Dahil 3 site, hindi lang to A tsaka B.
Yeah, actually they're doing that, but at the same time parang nahihinder at nahihinder din. Yun nga, like what you said, it's already the domino effect. Once nagkaroon ng -1, it will be automatically different for the rest of the people to push further. But at this point in time, they already have the full control onto our A side. The Hunter should have been put out as well, but sadly did not connect with anyone. And I guess they'll be denied for some information for the side of MGS page, and kung wala pang gas once again, but I guess we'll be seeing some of that in just a matter of time.
In just a matter of time, the guiding light will come out. Ito nga yung smokes mula sa Jet para lang hindi malaman ng kalaban kung nasan ba ang positioning talaga. But mabilisang push lang, mabilisang pin down lang para sa MGS Spades. Speed lang, talo pa si Lighting McQueen sa pagsabi ng kachaw.
Yes, that is true. And from what we have seen, I really love how they all garnered all the corners that they could and talagang focus lang talaga sila sa goal. Like kung sino man pumasok sa site, then Matic bagsak 100%. But this now 1-5 still in favor for the side of MGS Spades and mako-force na naman ang side ng Pylon Diorum to go for the eco. Bye.
Eco it is. For Pylon Diorum, medyo masakit. Kizu, yung angle na hinawakan mo, bangable yan. Now, this is PG planting the spike immediately. Kung papansin mo dito dito, Mochi, isa lang yung pumasok o dalawa lang sa site. Dahil lahat sila mag-aantay lang sa may grass dito. Dahil ready agad yan for post-plant situation. Ang problema nga lang, yung take dito ng Pylon Diorum, hindi sa B-site mismo, kung hindi sa flank nila.
Really good play from the side of Pylon Dior. Mukhang they know what is up. Patching onto that Blazer will not be connecting and not will be securing him instead. This is now 1v2 and Pix walang magagawa against the two remaining duelists for the side of NGS Space. And I really love that attitude din, no, na it's always expected na rin na once they go for the B site, it would most likely be them getting out of the site immediately and securing the windows and the grass area. And that is something na maganda rin na nangyari sa considering that the the side of Python Bureau knows what's up. They immediately countered that in a way na, sige, tara, flank tayo. And it's already automatically a -3 and talagang na-push na nila agad itong mga remaining members natin for the side of MGS Space.
Eco ba yun? For Pylon Diorum? Eco yun, di ba?
Yes, yes.
Oh, nabasa nila eh. Nabasa nila na kung ano yung gagawin ng Coastland. Tatago pa si Kizu, pero nakita rin ata siya. O hindi siya nakita nung recon na yon. On the other hand, si Nan naman ang papasok. Pix, di mo na magagawa yung 4K mo kanina dahil sabi ng chat, chamba lang daw yon. The gravity well is here, but it's too late already to cancel out that plan.
And I think this brings us to 4v4 pa rin naman, but the Hunter's Fury will be put out. TJ secured the kill on the disease. The Seekers will be fighting for as well. And I think TJ will makakadalawa pa, and I think he'll be the only remaining Jet Patch. Will be getting 1 day, 2, and will be managed to get the additional members. Really winnable, to be honest. Nako, makikita na reconnaissance ball, natakpan ng Cloudburst natin, but let's see paano mangyayari dito as he has no information. Nasan sila? Nako, those shots would not connect. Medyo na-confused. Sinong pa-prioritize ko? And that will be an additional round for the side of MGS
Oh
Spades.
man, nataranta si Jet Patchy doon. Pero ang gandang opportunity sana. Ang priority mo doon is actually the one on A short. Dahil yung isa busy mag-Aldro, napakadali lang patayin doon. Kaso nga lang, he wasn't able to get the shot in, get the headshot in, at isunod yung Sova. My God, the opportunity is lost there. But MGS Spades, they're looking really, really tight right now. 7-1 is the score, and it seems like gusto nilang mag-game number 3.
Yep, and that is what they want. Kasi imagine nga naman, imagine winning this series and automatically you'll be securing the spot on our promotional stages. And sino ba namang may ayaw nun? But at the same time, we'll be seeing here that all our members from the side of MGS Space just scurrying onto our C side. Planado, the smoke's been put out as well, and that dash from the Jet is really good. Now positioning as well, securing 1, Kiz will be falling down, securing 2, Disease as well. And mukhang the rest of the people will be occupying all the angles that they need. Shiv and the Killjoy would be thinking, paano ang gagawin natin dito? We're on our sheriffs, our classics, and whatnot.
One enemy remaining.
Pistols natin, natin securing the second. And Killjoy will going aggressive. And Shiv would be dying on the spot.
Mainit, mainit. MGS Spades, tumabi kayo dahil mainit ang dance floor. The timeout is setting in right now for the side of Pylon Dior, most probably, because they really need to take those rounds back in a defensive position like this. Stretching ka na lang talaga muna. Ito actually yung timeout eh. Hindi sila mag-uusap, magsa-stretching lang sila, guys. Kailangan lang nilang magpaano dito, mag-exercise. Oo, tsaka mag-ayos ng bangs. Ayan.
Yeah. Howie buhok. Let's go. O, isa naman, nag-iipit ata. Oy, nag-headband. Ayan. Okay, let's go. Chill muna
MGS
tayo dito.
Spades, very chill. Very much
They're
chilling.
looking good, actually. Like, tingnan mo naman, the smiles on their faces. They're really confident with what they're doing.
Ano ang hirap i-punish ng mga entry nila eh. Yung most punish na nagawa na kanina is yung kay Pix a while ago. Yung 4K na na-shutdown sila on A. Kung pansin mo, hindi na sila nag-A simulaan nun halos, di ba? Parang they do sometimes, but mostly they take mid because they can take mid control completely.
Yeah, we agree. And I think it would now be the start na ng nating 10 match. And yun nga eh. Actually, It's just the fact nga na sometimes when they plan something, it's always being foreseen ng side ng MGS Spades, and they're pretty keen on finding such stuff out. And I really love their stance, to be honest, na napaka-consistent din nila and nababasa nila like a book itong side ng Pinendor room. But at the same time, we have the operator online in the hands of Jet Patchy. Siya will be getting tremendous amount of damage from that encounter sa ating long. But at the same time, kumpleto pa rin ang mga tao natin dito.
Kompleto pa nga, Jet Patchy. Nag-aantay lang sa A-short kung merong magpupush. Kailangan na matras dito ni Shiv dahil na-detect din siya nung drone na yan. Now repositioning himself, the Jet Patchy is just peeking through A main. Kaso walang kalaban dyan, nandoon sa may lobby. Kung makakakorek siya ng isang shot, that is well enough already. But, binaril yung paso.
Yung paso, even the real, oh no. Baka nanghigan yung paso. Pero sa nakikita natin dito, I guess the guiding light is now being put out. We'll be connecting to Zero near and as well as the Jet. The Jet's Blaze is now online, but again, I guess it won't be utilized at that point in time since they really want to afford that retake. Pylon Jordan really needs this round and at least try to narrow out tong mga score differences natin na nakikita natin ngayon. But I guess that would be really difficult for them considering that MGA Space will be looking out for the long cost plan. And
Ganda ng Cosmic Divide!
Saktong-sakto! And I guess Cheesy will be seeing the rest Shiv as well. And oh no, mukhang mapupunta po tong round na to para sa side ng Python Room.
One
But
enemy
let's see
remaining.
paano mangyayari as JD will be getting one. Matitrade ito. Cheesy securing 3 consecutive kills. And this is now a 2-8.
You failed.
Ang ganda ng Cosmic Divide. Na-force out. Ang ganda ng paggamit ng utilities ni Pylon Diorum doon. They use the lockdown to force out all the players to either go garage o kaya naman go long C. And once they did that, nilabas yung Cosmic Divide. And knowing na hindi ka makakabaril doon or hindi tatagos yung bala mo sa Cosmic Divide, wala kang choice kung di lumabas. And that's what they did. They just waited and waited. Naubos pa nga sila doon, muntika na. Dahil sa tao sa garage na hindi nila masyado napansin dahil masyado silang busy sa may silong. But on the other hand, they still managed to win that round despite having very low HP on the Sova, on Shiv, and also on the Astra.
Totoo, and I think they'll be trying to go for a side dance scattering for additional information, but at the same time, Nan will be trying to go for that push. And kung mag-aabang, kung sino man pick doon, operator is online in the hands of Jet Patchy, but sadly will not be used as JD will be shutting him down 4v5. And paano mo bang mangyari dito? Zero near trying to go for a kill with Diesel, Violent Joro. Everyone is falling down one by one. Kung magdadagdagan pa ng isa, no Shiv will be securing one. And Mix will be getting another one as well. But Lumileo would be there to save the day. 1v3. This is the only one remaining here. I wonder kung magkakaroon ba ng miracle at this point in time. Getting that kill, securing tamang inspect pan din yung Zed Phantom. But I guess we have the reconnaissance dart spotting him out, and as well as being occupied by this area. Zero near risking that last kill, and still
Last
ang
round
ating
before the
advantage
switch.
nasa MGS space pa din. 7 round difference, Taylor. Oh my gosh.
Madami pa silang bigas na kakainin dito kung gusto nilang makabawi. Pero, you never know, maybe Pylon Diorum is really an attacker-sided kind of team. And MGS Spades, malay mo, defense naman yung weakness nila, di ba? So, a lot can happen in a game of Valorant. Not, sometimes it can be one-sided, sometimes it just really depends on the side. Pero, more on, nakikita natin yung mga ganong klase is yung mga mapa like Icebox, split, yung mga defender side talaga. Ito medyo, kung ipa-factor in mo, medyo pantay-pantay pa eh. Kasi tatlong side yung kailangan nilang ditong depensahan.
Totoo. And I think they're now trying to rotate over dito sa ating site. No, tamang jumble lang sila. Occupy ng mga potential areas. It's just like the same thing that you've said earlier that once they have the -1, they automatically have to occupy all the spaces available. But I think they'll now be committing onto our A site just in a bit. And attacker Killjoy's lockdown is now active for the side of the MGS space. And this is really crucial, to be honest, because they're eyeing for a B push. Because once again, this might be something that the side of Final will already have an idea about. But at the same time, Seekers can put out the blinding lights as well, hindi the guiding lights. But I guess not to be falling down in the hands of Fix. 1v4 na lang tayo dito, and I guess Ziranir should get someone at this situation. Tingnan natin paano mangyayari dito. Trying to go for the lurk
30
or
seconds
garage
left.
area. Eyeing for any potential heads that's going to be peeking onto him. We'll be getting one secured, but I guess not the next. As Pix would be securing him as the last frag for the round.
Switching sides.
Once na nilapag nila yung lockdown ng Killjoy parang na-figure out din nila na, oh, it seems like it would be a push. Tsaka nilabas yung Seekers. Yung utilities, very well executed on Pylum Diorum dun sa mga rounds na nakukuha nila. And I think blinding lights na kasi pa-weekend na eh.
Pa-weekend. Uy, gusto ko yun! Ang
Galing
mga
ko.
blinding lights na kasi pa-weekend.
Diba?
Really nice, really nice.
Salamat. Tagal ko
I love
pinag-isipan yun. One round.
Uy, pinlado. It's ano yun?
Tapos
Two minutes
tatawagin
din
lang
yun.
akong corny ng comment section. Okay lang.
Awit! Uy,
Okay lang.
appreciate you naman. To
Hindi, okay lang. Hindi, okay lang.
Grabe. I'm a really big person with then kaya
Matampuin.
ko yun.
Hindi, okay lang.
Grabe naman yun.
Okay lang. Sanay naman na ako.
Awit!
9-3 is the score. Nag-swap na nga ng sides. Oras na ba para makabawi ang Pylon Diorum? O kaya naman, this would be MGS Spaces map. Alam mo, pick nila tong mapa na to. Kaya naman, comfortable sila on picking or taking these shots in and doing those post-plan retakes. Whatever it is, this is their map.
Yes, I agree. And I think this might already be their round. Actually, really winnable for the side of MGS Space. Let's see what will happen. Chef will be securing one, securing two, and maiiwan na lang dito si Kunaleo. Kunaleo will stand no other chance, and I guess that would be a round for Pylon Diorum pala. And I think they're really standing their ground, to be honest. Like, gusto namin 2-0. Ayaw namin ng 1-2. But I guess still, 4-9, 5 rounds more pa ang kailangang habulin ng Pylon Diorum.
Madami-dami pa. Pero a start agad, especially kapag nakuha mo yung momentum. Kasi pag nag-shift yung momentum din para sa mga teams na meron tayo, malaki din yung nahatak niyan eh for the rest of the teammates that you have. You get that confidence or gain that confidence back. Especially knowing na attackers kayo. Ang attackers eh napakalaking bagay ng confidence to take on sides, especially yung mga entry ni Jet Patchy na talagang kayang-kaya niyang gawin.
True. And mukhang, uy, naku, sinakmal ng aso to si JD, may rabies ka na. Kasi lakad ka, matatag mo na dito, atras ka dyan sa garage area natin, but still, 5v5 pa rin. Kompleto pa rin mga tao natin dito. Not even reaching the 1 minute mark. But at the same time, we're seeing Kizu planting all the stars potential, but that Marshall, though, would be utilized by Denji, Jetpachi, yung mga pack sa sahig. And let's see what will happen as Kizu will be getting the second frag. Tamang trade nga lang tayo dito with the spike now being planted by Pix. This might be a really good thing for us to see as we are seeing the Pix will be trying to go for that pick and might be going for another one, but I guess not. Still, the reconnaissance dart will be spotting all of the members here sa ating spawn area. Trying to get 3 and successfully being able to do so. And naiiwan na lang natin dito si JD, which is tamang tactical corruption lang dito sa heaven area, but I guess will be falling down the hands of that Sky.
If Pix has 1 million fans, then I am one of them. If Pix has 10 fans, then I am one of them. If
Oh
Pix
my.
has only 1 fan, then that is me. If Pix has no fans, then that means I am no longer on Earth. If the world is against Pix, then I am against the world.
Oh, meron din si JD!
If JD has 1 million fans, then I am one of them. If JD has 10 fans, then I am one of them. If JD has
Oh
only
my
1 fan, then it's me. If JD has no fans, then that means I am no longer on Earth. If the world is against JD, then I am against the world.
Oh my gosh, the fanboys are just out of control. But I guess Ziranir will be getting that kill then, no? Like, grabe naman yung mga comment section natin ngayon. Actually, they're pretty alive, to be honest. Natutuwa ako. nakakaaliw basahin. But at the same time, 4v5 na tayo dito. Pylon Diorum, Skilljoy will be falling down. Pero paano mangyayari dito? Disease, nakakita na isa. But we'll be backing out of that area. And mukhang magmumuni-muni sila dito.
Slowly
Caution
but
here.
surely, dahil nabawasan na nga sila ng isa, mag-check. Check nyo daw corner, sabi ni Shiv. At magja-geometry muna siya, papuntang B-site. Once na pumasok tong recon, sasabayan nila sa pag-push din as well. Sa mabilisan lang.
Uy!
And that is a kill. Kizu secures that one. Insta-palit lang ng baril. Inunahan pa yung nakapatay. Kumuha ng baril.
True. Tamang touch lang dyan dun no? 4v4 pa rin ang ating ace dito. We equalize forces of manpower. But let's see what will happen. Considering that they're all occupying the special areas that they need. And mukhang may kita na natin dito. Contagious Streets. Cease getting 2 will be traded by TT.
Last
2v2
player standing.
at Mirror pa. Sova and Jet ang magtatapatan dito. But I guess it's just a matter of positioning as well and the manpower that they have. Kumaleo tried to get all the picks that he need to even this out, but I guess not gonna be possible as Jetpachi would be getting him as the last guess.
Guni-guni lang natin to talaga guys para lang maging 6-9 yung score. Nice.
Nice. Nice. Pangalawa na second match. The 6-9 uli. Really
Sabi sa'yo
nice.
Guni-guni
Grabe.
nyo nga lang to.
Guni-guni lang. Yun lang naman pala yun. Pero sa nakikita natin, mukhang mag-force na naman tong MG space natin dito sa ating eco round. And wow, it's actually looking good for Pylon Diorum. Aiding that kind of momentum at this point in time. Nakakahabol pa nga sila. And this might be really deadly for the side of NGS Space.
Guys, share nyo naman yung stream natin ha. Sige, salamat sa
Awesome.
lahat. Mag-comment na rin kayo para naman meron akong binabasa. Pero huwag yung ulit-ulitin yung if JD has a million fans ha. Kasi pagod na akong basahin eh.
Napakahaba naman kasi ng comment na yun, no? Kaya mo basahin yung buo.
I've got your
Basahin.
True. But, uy, naku po. TG, magapak. Jetpachi ang nakakuha. This is naman 3v5. And we're seeing that the Shadows will put out the Seekers as well. For all of the mini members dito ng Pakalang Dragon. So, right in time, they're now planting the spike. Pero, mukhang magiging crucial to. Considering na looking is MG space when they're going to be opting for the take.
Oh! Retake ang gusto nilang gawin but with 2 players remaining
Last
on them,
player standing.
mahihirapan sila gawin to. 5v1 na nga lang. It's all up to Nan if he gets 5 shots in. Pero mukhang imposible na. Jetpachi closes things off. 7-9 na habol pa. Parang comeback is real.
Comeback is real indeed. 2 rounds na lang. Naku pa, Pylon Diorum. Kaya-kaya ata nila to. But, I guess, mukhang magkakaroon tayo ng both equalized guys. But TG has the operator online onto his hands. But, mukhang magiging maganda to para sa both sides considering na this might already be actually, would this round be a game decider na kayang-kaya ni Pylon Diorum humabol o hindi?
Pwede. Posible mangyari yun. Pero, dun sa sinabi nating marami pang bigas na kakainin yung Pylon Diorum para maka-comeback, mukhang sila, mahilig magmang-inasal. Extra rice pa daw ang
Extra
sabi.
rice,
Jetpachi securing the kill on TG. Opening things up para sa side ng
You should
Pylon
run.
Diorum. They still have the blades. And of course, the lockdown na pwedeng gamitin ng Killjoy. Nilapag na nga niya. And this will force out the players of MGS Space into a positioning na hindi nila gusto. Kailangan nilang lumabas ng site and kailangan nilang mag-prepare for retake.
Yes, I agree. Just a matter of time, they should already be planting this spike then. And I think Kizu will be securing that good spike on layer as well. Sheesh, parang ganda naman na naging execution ni Pylon Diorum at this point in time. So yung isa na lang na iiwan dito. Reyna, anong gagawin mo? Nan, just trying to hide under the covers of that coast formation. Let's see ano mangyayari dito. Nan just trying to chill, getting one. Will be trying to get another one, but I guess not dahil he'll be receiving a bullet right in the middle of his point.
Lagi na lang si Nan ang naiiwan.
Nan, okay lang
Nan
yan.
na
Nan.
walang kamalay-malay. Iniwan niya nakakuha siya isang kill eh. Pwede siya makapag-dismiss doon. Kaso nga lang, mas mabilis pa sa fast yung sumilip sa kanya na naka-operator. Mapapa-timeout ka na lang talaga dahil biglang na-stuck. Ito yung curse. 9-3 curse. Ata,
9-3
tama ba?
curse.
9-3 curse. Alam ko.
Yeah. Ay, ang naaalala ko kasi 7 rounds different. Then the moment that they got the leverage by the 4th, 5th, and 6th round, nagdidire-diretso na talaga siya. So, parang ganoon na nakita din natin na ano na lang talaga. Ang ganda na naging placement talaga ni Pylon Drone at this point in time. And medyo siguro nako-confuse yung side ng MGS Spades na how did we let them go for that streak? Kasi, considering na ganun karami yung rounds na nakuha sa'yo, mapapaisip ka and they really have to go for this well-deserved timeout as well.
Marami nga ang rounds na hinabol at dito pa ba titigil ang Pylon Diorum. Ngayon, naisa na lang yung round na hindi pa nila nakukuha. Mainit si Disease, men! Pati si Jet Patchy, humahabol, pumapangalawa lang.
Totoo. And I think mukhang mapo-force pa sila. Hindi, it's their choice to go for the first round. Let's see paano mangyayari dito. Holding all those pistols. To play this in order to their favor. Because now we'll be going for that aggressive stance. This will be falling down. Your TG with the Blaze Storms as well. Be getting one. But we'll be dashing out of that area. Being safe. But I guess not. Because Kizu will be going in onto that smoke para makuha yung kill onto that jet. But again, Shield will be having someone else in here getting to the process. And this now, well, 1v2 where Commander is the only one remaining. And Sheriff pa rin ang hawak ng kuya mo.
The AoE capability ng isang team like Pylon Diorum knowing na meron silang healer. Pinagkaiba nito, of course, with MGS Spades, wala sila kahit Sage o kaya kahit Sky. So once na nabawasan na tag ka na ng player for Pylon Diorum, wala nang atrasan, wala nang balikan sa mga heal na yan dahil wala silang ganun AoE capability to actually have that sustain. And now this is the guiding light. Alam nila na clear out nila yung garage dito. They can now plant and of course, dapat antayin ni Shiv kung saan or meron bang magagaling sa likod at harap. Lahat na bawat corner dapat silipin. Ang hindi pa nila nasisilip dito is actually
one enemy remaining.
Uy!
Sa likod.
Andun nga. Pero
Muntik pa
this
silang
is
madalawa
ganun
dun.
tatarapin. Oo, muntik pa. Totoo lang. Pero buto naman, this is came to the rescue and the trade niya agad na agapan. But I guess, Disease with the 2011-3 na KDA. Sheesh, pare. Pero sa nakikita natin dito, equalized. Reset na lahat. 9-9 for both sides of the teams and Pylon Diorum is doing wonders. Aiming for that comeback.
Alam ko na kung bakit
Ano?
bakit nakabawi, naka-comeback yung Pylon Diorum.
Bakit?
May
Ako.
tiga nice baby sa comment section eh.
Sheesh! Siya baby
Kaya pala.
Kaya naman po pala, may bebe buff ang mga player ng Pylon Diorum. See paano mangyayari dito kung magpo-prosper nga ba yung bebe buff nila considering that Kumilayo is trying to go for the shot darts. Pero mukhang oo nga, nakapasok na nga sila dito ng tuluyan sa site na ito and they might go for the cross plant sa ating long area once again. And they won't have any idea kung nasan yung mga members ito will be backing out just in a bit. But the defender Killjoy has the lockdown as well. And we will be seeing that the first 55 will be put out by his
A very interesting one, and this is now players of MGS Spades trying to defuse the spike pero hindi nila matutuluyan. Napatay na nga ng Pylon Diorum. Isa-isa yung mga players. Now, isa na lang ang naiiwan and that is Kumilayo. This Cosmic Divide isn't helping anyone at all. And now, Kumilayo na location revealed na. From location unknown ni Hon, naging location na by Khaled. And finally, to finish things off, Disease to take that kill. 10-9. Moshi, nabaliktad na.
Ang baliktad na. Grabe. Wala akong masabi
Lahat na ng tao sa comment section. Nice baby JD. Nice baby Kumi. Nice baby Nan. Lahat na. Nice baby TG.
Kahit sisilabasan na ba yung mga eabab.
Hindi. Yung ano nga dito, yung tropa nila. Yung nagde-nice baby.
Tropa buff? Tropa buff? Hello? Aba, ba't kayo nag-aagaw ng... Naku po! May sumumbat na.
Kami nagagalit na.
May nagagalit.
Okay, mag-away ah.
Ano po tayo? Love over hate. Yung sticker dun sa Battle Pass, love over hate. But I guess this still on 10-9, no? Pylon Diorum, namamayag pa, humahabol. Ayaw magpatalo. They wanted to secure the 2-0 because just because that they could, to be honest. Pero kita natin ngayon, they'll be trying to go for a different stance at this point in time. They're all holding and trying to get for any additional information that they could before even committing to a specific site.
Waiting game na lang for the side of
I've got your
MGS
trail.
Spades because we know that they are on the defenders. They have the information. They need to play the information game. Once that they know that this is a lossy, ito na nga yung smokes to delay them off. And with that blind, they go back. Ang bilis magdesisyon dito ng Pylon Diorum. Actually, they already got one pick off. And Kizu is waiting here patiently on mid. Kaso nga lang mako-caught off guard siya ni JD. Si JD, siya ang tamang atras
30
lang.
seconds
Nararamdaman ko na, naririnig ko na nasa A-short silang lahat. Oras na para umatras, oras na para bumalik dahil kailangan nating mag-retake. TG was able to get a kill, JD as well. MGS Spades, mukhang successful ang kanilang operation dito. At of course, dalawang players na lang with this Hunter's Fury. 13 seconds to plant the spike. JD with a triple kill. Jetpatchy waiting on the corner. One by one, they go down but not enough to get that win. Gumana ang nice baby.
Gumana. Really effective. Meron din ba nang na-nice baby sa MGS Space? Kasi nakikita ko puro sa side lang ng Pylon Diorum eh.
Hindi, nakita ko yung mga tropa nila
Ito,
nag-comment
si
eh.
JD
Nice
tsaka si
JD,
TG,
nice.
oo nga.
Diba?
True. I'm telling you, Jetpatchy is a crack. Ayun, is as crack as he is Jack. I saw him at 7-Eleven the other day. Oh my gosh, ang dami na nakikita dito. Oh my gosh, 10-10 pa rin ang mga score natin dito, no, for both sides of the team. And napakainit na labanan. And it's really not, ano ba yun? It's really possible for them to go for the overtime. Not gonna lie. Pag nagtuloy-tuloy ito.
Jetpatchy, niyayaya ka na ni Elijah. Manonood
Uy.
pa daw kayo ng Netflix, kaya daw galingan mo.
Uy! Naku po!
Nabuhay yung comment section. Diyan kayo magaling eh. Kapag kalokohan, ang bibilis nyo.
Matataba ang utak! It is at the same time, not gonna lie, it's also, you know, good. Really good. But to be honest, from what we see here, mukhang still waiting game tayo dito. Waiting game na naman.
Eh, information game yung nilalaro ng MGS Spades eh. Ayaw na nila dito yung mga overpeaking na tinatawag. Si TG nga lang. Gusto sana sumilip on A-short. Siyempre, kaka-reposition niya lang from A-long. Wala siyang impormasyon kung malapit na ba o malayo. So, Jetpatchy was able to secure a kill. And Kizu, on the other hand, na naglo-lurk parate. Nakapatay na rin siya on mid. Laging nandito yung posisyon ni Kizu eh. So, dapat aware na ang side ng MGS Spades at alam na nila na meron talagang naglo-lurk from the other side. Now, with a 5v3 situation, make that a 5v2, wala nang nakakadaan sa harapan ni Kizu. Si Kizu ang Great Wall of China kung sasabihin natin. Isa na lang, Mochi, and that is Ziranir.
Ziranir would be going for that kill. Then, si Jetpatchy, to be honest, 1v4 and I guess 20 HP in a day. I don't think that this is really playable. But at the same time, he would go for those frags. I guess not anymore. At least it's a -1. But at the same time, Pylon Diorum just really doing well, trying to reverse the tides in accordance to their favor, brings to an 11-10, but at the same time, talagang they're just rummaging through. And if I'm going to be honest, they might actually win this match. And considering na yung side na rin ng MVS Page will be forced onto that eco buy, then most likely this is a really good round for them to secure the match point.
Mochi, 7 rounds tuloy-tuloy bago nakaisa yung MGS Spades. Tapos nabawi lang ulit ng Pylon Diorum.
True. Ang galing ng Pylon Diorum.
Ngayon, yung MGS Spades, yung economy nila dito, Mochi, stonks.
MGS, not Stonks. MGS,
Wala
not
eh.
Oo, hirap na tong MGS page natin. Naku, mahirap bumangon sa gantong pagkakadapa. Or nahulog na nga sa bangin, kumbaga, with the 7 na landslide coming from their side. But I think Kumaleo has something up on his sleeve. Time to go for that lurk, getting one kill. And Zero here following up upon that. And this now 1v3 kung saan si Omen na lang naitiwan dito. Ang ganda na naging nalit. And I think Pylon yun once again secure the match point.
Match point.
Grabe!
Match point na nga para sa kanila. And the thing is right now for Pylon Diorum, ang dami nilang kinuhang rounds pabalik. Tuloy-tuloy yung momentum. This is how a momentum can definitely change up for the teams that we have right here. Lalo na kapag ganun sunod-sunod. And the thing is, kung titignan natin yung score ng MGS Spades, yes, they are on the 9 scoreline, double-digit scoreline. Pero kung sunod-sunod na rounds, yun ang parang Pylon Diorum. Basag na basag yung economy na meron sila. As in, yung parang shift ng economy na hindi sila makabuelo kung ano ba talaga yung dapat nilang gawin sa mga rounds na gusto nila.
Yup, and this might already be the choking situation for the side of MGS Space. It's already a -1, not even approaching the 1-minute mark. And this might be really crucial for them considering that it's already, yun nga,
You are divided!
pick-ups na natanggap nila at that point. But I guess the Cosmic Dive will now be active for the side of Pylon Dion, and they're now going to be in that catching Jet Patchy off guard onto that air. Will be backing out of that side just in a bit. Trying to go for the retake as well habang equalize pa ang manpower natin.
This time around, they plant a spike on C. Meron pa silang lockdown na pwedeng gamitin. Remember, this is already match point. Kizu on mid is very lethal for the team. Very important player right here is Kizu. Dahil lahat na gustong dumaan ng mid, bawal dumaan. Isa na lang ang natitira at si Kizu, isa na lang din ang kulang para sa kanyang ace. Makukuha niya ba with 30 HP remaining on that Reyna? And that is Nan waiting for the lockdown to finish, just buying time. Nan instead gets the kill, he gets the heal as well. 74 HP. Iset yung nano swarm, nandiyan din yung guiding light, may tap sa spike, kaso nga lang the double peak from Pylon Diorum. Comeback is real!
Comeback is real with the baby bop on the side and the... Sila ba yung nag-banana bop? Sila ba yun? Parang sila.
Sila ba yun?
Wala
Hindi,
ko
ay oo, sila.
Sila yung nag-banana bop. Okay, grabe. Nakastack
Iba talaga,
pala yung mga
bro.
bops ng
Oo.
Pylon Diorum.
Iba talaga, sheesh! Eyes on my veins!
Sheesh, pare. Grabe naman yung naging play. It's the 9-3 curse active, ladies, gents, and everything in between. Sa mga hita natin dito for the first series. And it is automatically at 2-0. And congratulations, Pylon Esports Diorum, for securing that promotional round. Like, come on, go for the Div A. Kayang-kaya niya yan. Fight for
Grabe,
it.
actually, isa sa mga pinaka-importanteng ano talaga dito,
Mhm.
player for Pylon Diorum, once na naging attackers na sila, is actually Kizu.
Si Kizu talaga.
Lagi, ang
Mhm,
ganda
I
ng
agree.
hole niya sa mid lane. Hindi siya napipick off. Rarely does he get picked off on mid. And he holds that. Kung mag-A yung mga kakampi niya, hahawakan niya yung mid sa mga gustong tumawid doon sa ating, sa mga gustong mag-lurk, una. Tapos kung sa gustong tumawid sa mga link, A-link or C-link, hawak niya yun lahat. And with that, napapunish niya yung mga gustong tumawid o kaya naman nababuy off niya yung time for Pylon Diorum. Ang ganda ng pinakita ng Pylon Diorum dito, all the way from a 9-3 scoreline, they come back stronger with the nice baby buff and of course the win with the 2-0 even.
Yes, I agree. And I think that would be, once again, oh, it's worth celebrating nga naman talaga. Considering that fighting all over for the top. And I guess they finally achieved that. Congratulations, Pyron Diorum, for winning that whole series. Well-deserved win considering na actually, have you actually expected that they'll go for the comeback nung umpisa pa lang?
I did actually. Because of how
Ooh.
strong they performed on game number 1, it was obvious at a certain point na pagdating doon sa strategic playstyle na meron sila, and of course yung systematic kind of playstyle, they have that as
Yeah.
a team.
now, it seems like before nag-start yung match, diba, nung nakikita natin na MGS Space, it seems like na-overwhelm nila, na-overpower nila yung Pylon Esports de Oro. But I also said that maybe there are teams that are more defensive-sided or more attacker-sided, and that is Pylon Esports de Oro, I would say. But right now, dahil tapos na ang match na yan with a clean 2-0 for Pylon Esports de Oro, pupunta muna tayo sa very short break. Kaya huwag kayong aalis because the University Alliance Cup will be right back.
Manong Fishball ang tawag sa kanya. Everyday siya kung dumating. Kaya parang institusyon na siya dito sa area namin. Minsan, sobrang late na. Andun pa rin si Manong Fishball.
Ginagabi kayo, Manong!
Enrollment eh.
After some time, yung karito ni Manong Fishball nadagdagan ng may bike.
Hanggang kabilang kalye, nagtitinda na rin kayo, Manong?
Ang notebook.
Sunod na taon, pati menu nadagdagan.
Nax, may squid balls na!
Mahal kasi ang lapis. May kikyaw pa dyan.
Bilib na bilib ako kay Manong Fishball. Akalain mong yung maliit niyang kariton, napalaki niya ng ganon? Ang nagagawa nga naman ng pangarap ng isang magulang.
Manong, anong grade na ba yung anak nyo?
Tagal nang tapos sa mga bata. Ako naman ngayon.
Manong Fishball ang tawag sa kanya. Pero sa mga araw na yun, many years ago, higit pa sa fishballs ang binigay niya sa akin. He taught me na walang di natutupad na pangarap sa taong handang magsumikap.
Dami niya na.
Panghapunan.
Pantoga.
Atin ang pangarap. Atin ang pagsisikap. Atin ang mundo. Globe.